New at 10 tonight, renewed calls for a change at the top in South suburban Dalton.
Of course, we are talking about Mayor Tiffany Henyard, and our Jermont Terry was there as residents lined up to give her an earful. Jermont.
Eric and Joe, tonight's regular scheduled Village Hall meeting turned into political antics where the opponents for Mayor Tiffany Henyard say they're counting the days until she is voted out, but the mayor insisting she isn't giving up or losing that seat. Monday night's Dalton Village meeting started 30 minutes late.
We are awaiting Mayor Henyard to arrive. We will give another 5 minutes.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard delayed the meeting with no explanation. It gave residents something quickly to complain about.
Just sacrificed 32 minutes to an individual that doesn't give a damn about anybody's time but hers. Okay?
Mayor Henyard listened as one by one residents gave her an earful.
Very much so. Concerned about this culture of corruption.
They spoke about the change they want to see.
Clean House 2025, and clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
That was the ongoing theme as people took more personal jabs at the mayor.
We cannot let her get back and to be a mayor, and we already know she's not going to win that supervisor seat. That is done.
After taking the insults, the mayor threw her own verbal punches.
The disrespect that you guys displayed at that mic is unbelievable.
While the FBI continues its probe into the village and questions still remain about the village spending, Henyard drives 1 point home.
I have the seat now, whether you like it or not. I am your mayor.
And about her losing that seat in 2025, she told the crowd,
I won my seat by 82%. Know this. I am going to come through on a landslide just like Trump did.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, Tiffany A. Henyard is not happy. She's very upset because she's gone. And who can really blame her, right? Her career is over. Her $200,000 plus money that she gets for a year is gone, and she is also getting laughed at like the laughingstock and corrupt individual that she is. Now, let me remind you that this individual, Tiffany Henyard, was a person that is using taxpayer funds for all type of lavish vacations, such as going to hotels, using it for a meet and greet, etc., and pretty much just being absolutely corrupt in every regard, and even using the police against her own people. So I don't think we can have very much sympathy for this individual, but what we do have here is a bit of what's going on with Tiffany A. Henyard and her so-called ways of being here, because obviously it's not great. So this is what we have here with the crowd really cheering and erupting for the actual happiness that is playing Tiffany A. Henyard, because nobody likes her, not even the people, and it shows.
The embattled supervisor of Thornton Township could face a challenge tonight.
The township's Democratic Party plans a rare caucus, which could determine whether Henyard can run again. WGN's Jenna Barnes reports.
Well, will Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard have a chance to be elected next year? That is the question a caucus is seeking to answer tonight in a relatively neutral location here in Homewood, in an uncommon and quite political process.
Make sure you vote for myself and my entire ticket.
Embattled Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard is in for a new fight tonight for the chance to keep her job. The township's Democratic Party is holding a caucus instead of a primary election for the first time in decades, and it will all unfold this evening.
The group gets together and says, these are the folks from our group that we want to put on the ballot. Simple. The way it all started back in the 1800s.
Attorney Bert Odelson represents party committeeman and State Senator Napoleon Harris. Harris is the one who decides whether to choose a primary or a caucus, and Odelson says his rare caucus choice was strategic given the turmoil in the township. Harris is also challenging Henyard for the supervisor nomination. Registered Democrats can come to the caucus to vote, but it isn't like a normal election. The caucus will agree to its own rules, and one they're considering could directly impact Henyard.
You can't be running for two offices at once. She's already running for mayor of Dalton, as you know.
The bad thing that I don't like about the meeting is they make the rules up as they see fit, right?
Henyard's supporters have been encouraging people to arrive to the caucus early. Henyard ally and Food Assistance Center manager Keith Price calls the caucus deceitful, writing in a statement, "In a typical election, registered voters have the opportunity for early voting over a period of 3 weeks leading up to the actual election day. This caucus, however, does not provide such a mechanism and as a result cannot represent the interests of 13,000 plus voters. This tactic represents the largest form of voter suppression I have personally witnessed."
It looks like tonight, from all accounts, it will not be a very quiet caucus. It looks like it will be a raucous caucus.
Henyard's attorney tells me she intends to be supervisor. The filing deadline for independent candidates has already passed, so if she does not win the party's nomination tonight, as Odelson puts it, she's done.
Yeah, so what we have here is that her days are doomed. It's over for Tiffany Henyard. Her corruption can know no bounds, and it is forever gone. So, she's planning on suing, by the way, suing these people, which I can say that it's probably not the best way that they've been going about this. They probably should have held a proper caucus, but at this point in time, it just seems that this is not looking too great for Tiffany Henyard. I think there should be proper things discussed here, but the people are fed up with her, and what have you. And she is so delusional. She's all like, "Oh, well, I'm going to win. I still think I'm going to win. It's like, I have hope that this is going to keep on going on," and what have you. And it's not just that. The people, after they nominated in Harris for, not Kamala Harris, not that fool, but nominated Harris for it, they all cheered in happiness and even started singing, "Hey, hey, hey, goodbye, na, 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 na." It's just hilarious, and you just love to see it.
Let the people come in. Let the people come in.
You know what? The motion has been seconded. All in favor of the Napoleon Harris slate being nominated for the April 1st consolidated.
I nominate myself.
What happened, Tiffany? What happened?
Here's what she said before the caucus began.
They can't beat me. If they could beat me, they would have went to the polls.
What do you do tonight if you don't get the Democratic Party's nomination?
What do you mean? I will be victorious tonight. You will see. My people out here. They're not going to go nowhere. The show will go on.
Her allies now figuring out their next steps.
This is the biggest. This is the biggest. This is a fraud.
Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
You love to see it, guys. You love to see it. It's absolutely hilarious and what have you. It is funny, and it's what to expect from somebody that's criminal. I mean, when you have this amount of people saying it, you know, it is what it is. Of course, she brought her own supporters, right? She brought in her own township supporters, and she, as I said before, she is planning on suing the committee and the caucus, what have you. And yeah, it is quite interesting to say the least. And it is funny, but I don't think it's going to go too well for her. So without further ado, here's her really just groping and complaining about it.
Henyard was not in favor of the caucus.
I will be suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your favor?
Illegal.
Okay. So let's talk about it. I mean, your concern is you brought people in to be bused.
All the people
people outside. They ain't letting not one person in.
Henyard used Thornton Township buses to transport supporters, mostly seniors. Yet many of the supporters did not get inside the packed auditorium of 600 people.
This is a process that's been going on way before me, and it's just I'm exercising my rights as the committeeman to hold a caucus.
Yeah, so it ain't doing too well for her, right? She's planning to sue and what have you. I think Tiffany days are pretty much over, and I think once Trump gets into office and his entourage, his cabinet goes in, she's probably going to be like facing jail time, because Kash Patel is the FBI director, and it seems that since he's the FBI director and she's already under FBI investigation, it probably won't be very long until she's put behind bars and eating prison food for the next X amount of years, right? So it ain't looking too great for her. Her days of her lascivious life is over, and her harming the Dolton people is over, and things are finally going to be moving on to maybe the correct track here for the township, but that's to be seen. But as of right now, her corruption and her empire is over. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, guys, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.